Imagine 1,000 nuclear bombs exploding at the exact same second. It starts with a rumble, a sound so deep, you feel it in your bones. Within minutes, a shockwave destroys everything. Millions would perish instantly. If this happens tomorrow, 2/3 of the United States could be covered in ash. And the rest of the world? We would face a volcanic winter that lasts for decades. To understand the danger, we must look underground. Yellowstone is not a normal volcano. It is a supervolcano. A normal volcano looks like a mountain, but Yellowstone is different. It is a massive cauldron, 50 miles wide. Beneath the park lies a chamber of magma so large it could fill the Grand Canyon 11 times. And right now, that magma is rising. The moment it erupts, a pyroclastic flow will race out at 300 miles per hour. It is a wall of superheated gas and rock. Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho will be gone in minutes. Nothing can survive this. But the worst is yet to come. The ash cloud will block out the sun. Global temperatures will drop drastically. A volcanic winter will begin. First, transportation will stop. If a plane flies through this cloud, the glass ash will melt inside the jet engines, causing them to fail instantly. All flights across North America will be grounded. Then, the lights go out. The heavy ash will accumulate on power lines, snapping them like twigs. Transformers will explode. The entire power grid of the United States could collapse. No internet, no heat, no way to pump gas. Within days, the ash will cover the Midwest. This is the breadbasket of America. Fields of corn, wheat, and soy will be buried under feet of toxic gray dust. The harvest will be lost. Livestock will die from breathing the glass-filled air. Without farms, supermarkets will empty in less than 3 days. Panic buying will begin. Water sources will become toxic. The ash will turn rivers into gray sludge. Clean drinking water will become more valuable than gold. But the disaster won't stay in America. It will go global. The volcano will release millions of tons of sulfur dioxide into the stratosphere. This gas acts like a mirror, reflecting the sun's heat back into space. Global temperatures could drop by 15 degrees Fahrenheit. A new volcanic winter will freeze the planet. Summer will not come for years. Crops will fail in Europe, Asia, and Africa. Billions could face starvation. But how do we know this will happen? Because it has happened before. Yellowstone has erupted 3 times in history. The last time was 640,000 years ago. We can see the evidence in the rocks. Geologists have found layers of ash from Yellowstone as far away as California and Louisiana. When it erupted last time, it covered half the continent in magma and ash. Ancient animals, like mammoths, were wiped out instantly. The volcano operates on a cycle, and geologists say the next cycle is due. But the devastation is not just physical, it is economic. The United States dollar is the backbone of the world economy. When the ash buries America, the dollar will collapse. Stock markets in London, Tokyo, and New York will crash instantly. Trillions of dollars will be wiped out. The global economy will come to a standstill. It will be the Great Depression, multiplied by 10. With America on its knees, the geopolitical balance shifts overnight. China and Europe scramble to secure their own borders, but they cannot escape the chaos. Millions of American refugees will head south to Mexico and north to Canada. But for the first time in history, the borders will be closed. It will be the greatest humanitarian crisis ever known. The world as we know it will cease to exist. So, how do you survive in this new world? The first priority is air. Outside, the air will be filled with microscopic glass particles. Breathing it in would be like swallowing razor blades. Survivors will need military-grade gas masks just to walk outside. Most people will be forced to seal their homes with tape and plastic, creating makeshift bunkers. With North America uninhabitable, the greatest migration in human history will begin. But where can people go? The northern hemisphere will be covered in darkness and ice. The only hope lies in the south. Countries like Australia, Brazil, and Argentina will become the new centers of civilization. But they cannot accept everyone. Billions will be left behind at the closed borders. Those who stay behind face a silent killer. Volcanic ash contains silica. When inhaled, it creates a cement-like mixture in the lungs. It causes a condition known as silicosis, or Marie's disease. Even with masks, the fine dust enters houses. Hospitals will be overwhelmed with patients coughing up blood. Without modern medicine, a simple lung infection becomes a death sentence. As resources run out, law and order will collapse. Police forces will be overwhelmed by looting and riots. The government will declare martial law. The military will patrol the streets. Rationing will be strictly enforced. Democracy will be suspended. To survive the apocalypse, freedom will be traded for security. We rely on technology, but the eruption will blind us. The ash cloud acts as a shield, blocking signals to satellites. GPS will fail. Planes cannot navigate. Smartphones become useless bricks. The internet, which connects the world, involves sensitive server farms that need cooling. As filters clog with ash, the servers will overheat and shut down. We will return to the age of radio. With no sunlight for crops, traditional farming will end. Humanity will have to adapt quickly. We will move our farms indoors. Hydroponic gardens powered by UV lights will become the only source of fresh food. Meat will become a luxury of the past. The diet of the future will be algae, insects, and synthetic protein. Without electricity from the grid, their cooling systems rely on backup diesel generators. But these generators need clean air and fuel. The ash will clog their air filters within hours. Supply trucks with fuel cannot reach the plants through the blocked roads. One by one, the generators will fail. The cooling stops. We could face dozens of nuclear meltdowns across the continent. Imagine Fukushima, but everywhere. With famine, disease, and radiation, the human population will plummet. Scientists call this a genetic bottleneck. From 8 billion people, we could shrink to less than 50 million worldwide. Major cities will become silent graveyards of concrete. The noise of our modern world will be replaced by wind and silence. The survivors will not be politicians or billionaires. They will be those who can hunt, farm, and endure. The weak will perish. Only the resilient will carry the torch of humanity. Eventually, the ash will settle. The sun will break through the clouds once again. But the world will look different. Nature will reclaim the abandoned cities. Forests will grow over the ruins of skyscrapers. The human population will be smaller, but stronger. We will rebuild, not as separate nations, but as survivors of Earth's greatest test. The Yellowstone Supervolcano is sleeping beneath our feet right now. Geologists say it could erupt in 1,000 years, or it could erupt tomorrow. The only question is, will we be ready? If you enjoyed this documentary, please hit the like button and subscribe to Future Vision. We release new scenarios every week. Turn on notifications so you never miss the future. Thanks for watching.